Hello, my Green Fire and Motivation people. This is your girl, Green Fire and Motivation, aka Judy Owens, coming back to you excited about day number 10 of the 30-day video challenge. Today we're going to be going over the tutorial or doing a tutorial of how to make a to complete list, which is the second part of the video from yesterday. Now, if you haven't seen that video yet, once this video is finished, go back and take a look at it. It's called How to Make a Complete List. How to do a, excuse me, y'all. It's early. How to do a to complete list. A to complete list is a list of things that you want to get done today. Okay? So once again, thank you for joining me. This is the Green Fire Motivation channel. The reason for this channel is to help you to take action and take control of your life and to get the things done that you want to get done, get them accomplished, get them done, and get them completed. So I'm going to jump right into the tutorial. Okay, so the first thing that you need is a paper and a pen or a writing utensil and a sheet of paper. Now listen, guys, don't get caught up on finding a pretty book to write it in. Don't get caught up on finding a fancy pen or pencil to write it with. Don't get caught up on highlighters and all that stuff. Just a piece of paper and a pen will do just fine, okay? More than likely, you'll be writing this to complete list at the end of your day, which will probably be right before you go to bed or a little bit before you go to bed. So you don't want to get over crazy about, how the list looks. You just want to get it done. Green means go. Take action. Take control of your life. Just get it done. Okay? All right. So here we go. So the first thing that we talked about yesterday was the things that you want to block out, the time frames in your day that you want to block out. Okay, so we talked about, and I'm going to use myself as an example, but we talked about the prayer line, which is at 6:30 on Wednesdays. We talked about work, and then we talked about Bible study. So those are the three things that I'm going to go ahead and black out. It just happens to be Wednesday, go figure. So those are the three things that I'm going to black out on my to complete list, because those are the times that I'm not going to be looking at my to complete list. Those are the times where I'm not going to be looking to get anything accomplished other than praying, working, or learning from Bible study. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get this started. Here we go. All right, so prayer is from 6:30 to 7 p.m. roughly. Sometimes it ends a little bit early, which is fine. Okay, but most of the time it's from 6:30 to 7 a.m. Okay. All right, so we black that time out, right? And then I have work from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Now, these are perfect scenarios. My hours vary, but these are perfect scenarios just to help you with the tutorial, okay? So 8 to 12 is work. And then we have 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Now, most people, or a lot of people, work an 8 hours day. 4 hours in the morning, 4 hours in the evening, and then they go home. So I'm using, like I said, a perfect scenario, and I'm inserting myself in some places just for the purposes of the tutorial. All right, so then we have Bible study from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Okay. All right, so work, Bible study. Now, this is what it looks like, okay? So you see 6:30 to 7, prayer, 8 a.m. to 12, work, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m., work, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., Bible study, okay? Now, granted, I apologize. My handwriting is not that great, but like I said, it's not about how it looks. It's about getting the to complete list completed, okay? So, granted, one of the things that you want to know is how long it takes you. Oh, excuse me. Let me back up. The first thing you want to know is how much sleep do you need? How much sleep do you need? A lot of times we don't really pay attention to that. We go to sleep when we're ready. We wake up when we're ready. What I would suggest you do is on a normal day, okay, on a normal day where you complete normal stuff, work, whatever else you normally do in a day, go to sleep and don't set your alarm clock. Okay, go to sleep and don't set your alarm clock, okay? Take notice of how long you sleep and then wake up without the alarm clock. So say, for example, you go to sleep at I'm going to use myself as an example, go figure. So say, for example, you go to sleep at 11 o'clock and you don't set any alarms, 11 p.m., you don't set any alarms. And then you wake up at 5 p.m. Okay, so what that says is your body needs 6 hours of sleep in order to feel completely rested. Okay, that's just an example. Go to sleep. Now, I'm not telling you to do this during the week. I'm saying do it on a day where you don't have to go to work the next day or where you go in later the next day. But go to sleep after a normal day's work, whatever you normally do in a day. Don't set your alarm clock. When you go to sleep, take notice of the time you go to sleep or try to figure out the time you went to sleep, and then look at the time that you woke up. Now, what this will tell you is how many hours of sleep your body needs to be well rested, okay? I'm not saying go run 5 miles and then go to sleep and see how long it takes you to sleep, because you'll probably sleep a very long time. I'm just saying. But you get the point. So for me, 6 hours. Like my body clock, for whatever reason, it somehow got set to 6 hours. So if I go to sleep at 5:02 a.m., I'm not going to wake up until 11:02 a.m. If I go to sleep at 11 p.m., I'm going to wake up right at 5 a.m. So I know 6 hours is how much time I need to get my body rested. So the reason why I say this is important, because this is going to coincide with whatever the first thing is you need to do in the morning, okay? So say, for example, the first thing you want to do is be on the prayer line. So if I want to be on the prayer line at 6:30, and that means that I know I have to get up or I have to go to sleep at least 6 hours before 6:30. So to give myself a little wiggle room, I'll say, okay, I'll just get up at 6 o'clock, which means that I need to be in the bed by midnight, because that's 6 hours, right? So that's how that works. So if I say I want to be in the bed by midnight, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to write on my paper that I need to go to bed by 12 midnight. Okay? 12 midnight. That's the time I need to be in the bed in order to get my 6 hours. Okay? Now, granted, there's a 30-minute window that's unaccounted for. Okay? Which is not a problem. That's not a problem. What you can do, or what I would do during that time frame, take a shower, get dressed. So that's 30 minutes. Take a shower, get dressed. Okay? So I go to bed at midnight. Then I get up at 6 a.m. Take my shower, get dressed. Okay? And then I'm ready for prayer line. Okay? So 6:30 to 7, I'm on the prayer line. And then when the prayer line finishes at 7 or somewhere around that time frame, now I've got an hour to work with, because being to work at 8 o'clock. Now, what I would do here is I would actually start from 8 o'clock and work my way backwards. So it takes me, I said, about 15 minutes to get to work, right? Okay, so that means I need to leave my house at 7:45 a.m. in order to get to work on time, right? Okay, so leave the house at 7:45, because it said it takes me 15 minutes, and I'm going to write that down. It takes me 15 minutes, okay? 15 minutes to get to work. So if I leave at 7:45, I should be to work by 8 o'clock. And that'll actually give me an extra few minutes to get myself in, clocked in, and all that good stuff, okay? And then before I leave, okay, so by 7:45, say I want to eat breakfast, okay? So say if I give myself 15 minutes. So by 7:30, I want to be eating breakfast. So what I'm doing is I'm working my way backwards based on how much time I have to get each item completed, okay? So 7:30, I should be eating breakfast. All right? Now, granted, most people don't do this whole big breakfast, or some people have mastered the technique of making a breakfast really quick. They'll throw it in the microwave. They'll, whip up some eggs and a couple of slices of bacon in the microwave, or, they'll grab some cereal and milk, or they'll grab some fruit, and, however your, breakfast scenario goes, it's up to you. Now, at some point, I'll probably do something on breakfast, but the point here, once again, is to form your to complete list, okay? And another reason for the to complete list not only is to get things completed, but to get things organized and completed. Make it a conscious effort to get things done. Okay, that way at the end of the day, you'll feel like you have accomplished things. You'll feel like you didn't waste the day. Okay. And not only that, you're more than likely, I know I feel proud of myself when I get things done in a day. If I have 10 things on my list to do that day and I get every one of them accomplished, I am happy. You know why? Because I'm carefree, no worry, right? Because those things got completed, so now I don't have to think about them anymore, right? If you can identify with that, I want you to type in the comments. You get everything completed in a day, type no worries. Type no worries down in the comments, okay? All right, so what we've got, going to bed at 12 midnight, waking up at 6 a.m., okay, 30 minutes to get showered and get dressed, 30 minutes for the prayer line, and then we got 15 minutes to leave for work. We got 15 minutes to eat breakfast, so we still got a 30-minute window in there. So I don't know who you are, how you do your morning routine, but within that 30 minutes, you can make your lunch. There you go. There's about 15 minutes, depending on what you're making, whether you're preparing sandwiches or preparing a smoothie or however you do that. So give yourself 15 minutes to make breakfast. So that means that, make your lunch. So that means 7:15, you should be making your lunch. Okay? 7:15 should be making your lunch. All right, so right before you make your lunch, you could have possibly put breakfast in the microwave, like I said earlier. So this is you still got about a 15-minute window, okay, of free time, of time that's unaccounted for. You might want to run through your house right quick and straighten up a little bit. Maybe you messed up some dishes, or maybe you need to fix your bed and all that good stuff. So you got like a 15-minute cushion in there, okay? Which is not a bad thing. So it's okay to have some accounted for time, because there's always other things that you probably didn't write down or forgot to write down that you can still get accomplished. But once again, as long as you get the things accomplished that are on your to complete list, then you should consider yourself accomplished. Okay? All right, so this video is actually going to be, I thought it was only going to be 2 videos for the to complete list, but this video is actually spanning longer than I thought, but that's not a bad thing, because I've given, a great amount of details into a morning routine. So that's going to be the title of the video, how to do a to complete list for your morning routine, okay? And if anything I've said in this video has helped you or has resonated with you, and that you plan to put this to work, type green means go at the bottom. Type green means go at the bottom. So I'm going to go back over that one more time. What we have is, now this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go from top to bottom. So this is the morning routine. So 12 a.m., need to be in bed. 6 hours of sleep is what's needed to wake up at 6 a.m., okay? 6 a.m. to 6:30, get showered, get dressed. That's 30 minutes, okay? 6:30 to 7 a.m. is prayer line. That's 30 minutes, okay? You got a 15-minute cushion to do whatever you need to do. By 7:15 to 7:30, you need to be making your lunch. That's 15 minutes. 7:30 to 7:45, you need to be eating your breakfast, okay? That's 15 minutes. Then you have 7:45. Leave out the door to go to work. You have 15 minutes with maybe a cushion of maybe 2 to 3 minutes to get clocked in and all that good stuff. So that's the morning routine. The morning routine span from 6 a.m. to 7:45, or you could say 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. So that was a 2-hour window of a morning routine. And most people go through the morning not even realizing exactly how much they've got accomplished. Okay? Most people go through their morning not even realizing how much they've got accomplished. But now with our to complete list, we're making a conscious effort to notice the things that we're accomplishing. So if you got through this video, go ahead and pat yourself on the back. You have now learned how to do a to complete list for your morning routine. Hit the thumbs up button if this video was good to you. Type Green Fire Motivation in the comments, and definitely stay tuned for part 3 of how to do a to complete list. This is your girl Green Fire Motivation. I'll see you guys soon.